So Eve, you know, I've known you for a couple of years now. You've done work with my chorus. I've seen you at these symposiums. I've seen you at festival. Heard a lot of good things about you as a person and as someone who works in GALA. What brought you to GALA? I mean, how did you get involved?
Well, I was a member of the Women's Chorus of Dallas and went to the festival the first time. It was in Denver. That was my first festival, and I was totally hooked. Absolutely could not believe the excitement, the synergy. It was life-changing for me and my partner at the time. It was just an incredible experience of music and camaraderie, the best of everybody, the best you could imagine. So after my festival, that's when the Women's Chorus of Dallas, I was executive director, encouraged me to join and get more involved at the committee level. So I began to get more involved at the committee level and eventually wound up serving on the board of directors for GALA Choruses and was board president in 2000 San Jose Festival year, which was so much fun. I have to say that service on the GALA Chorus board was the best board experience I've ever had, and I've served on many boards. It was so rewarding and so fun. And you felt so connected to the work and these wonderful people all over the country coming together and doing this incredibly important work. It was really awesome. And from there, staying involved with GALA Choruses after my term on the board, and now being the 411 advisor to boards of directors. So trying to give back all that I've learned through the years of working with GALA Choruses.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And what about you?
Well, for me it started, my goodness, back in 2006, 2007. I was looking for a career change. And I was heavily involved with the board of directors for my chorus, the Twin Cities Gay Men's Chorus. And my relationship with the chorus started back when I was a chorus widow. You know, I was dating someone in the chorus, and I tagged along for Twin Cities Southern Tour, where they visited, you know, several cities throughout the southern United States. It was very eye-opening for me and very emotional to go and to see what work a gay chorus or a lesbian chorus could do in a community that so desperately needed to hear that message. And just all the positive feelings that came out of that. Chorus members said, well, you're going to it was 5 concerts. You're going to every concert, it's the same show. Why are you going? I said, but you don't understand, the experience is different. It's what you're missing. And I say this, I even say this today to the guys in the chorus. I said, you know, the one thing you miss is that feeling just in the audience, when you're in the audience watching what's happening on stage. Every performance, it was different. And just the need for us to be there was just so palpable in those auditoriums to be there. So I had to get more involved. I mean, how do you not want to get involved with something like that when you see the positive work and influence it has? So the board had asked me, you know, at one point, you know, we had an opening and if I would come in as executive director, and part of me was thinking, oh, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to do that, you know? And then I thought, well, Jeff, this is kind of what you've been looking for. I've been telling myself I'm looking for something that I'm very passionate about. I really believe in. You know, I want to be able to look at something that the organization is doing that I work for and say, we did that, we accomplished that, we made a difference. It was just handed to me in my lap, so to speak. So I thought, well, of course I should be doing this. And through that, my years as executive director, it's now my 5th year, the GALA 411 program came up. And I was very intrigued with the idea of, you know, yes, giving back, you know, with the knowledge that I've learned and sharing my experiences and, if anything, reinforcing the chorus managers, reinforcing to them that the work they are doing is great work. And they may not feel that people realize it sometimes, but it is. It's very important work. And for
Yes, I was an ED, and I felt like I was the glue.
right,
You know, kind of bridge the gap between the ever-changing membership and the ever-changing boards of directors.
it's true.
Mm-hmm.
You are. I mean, it's this continuity that is there. And what I've learned over the past year is sometimes, you know, I'll talk with managers, and it's more, and I saw it here this week too, where sometimes it's more of you just need to take a step back from the bill paying and the paperwork and all of the day-to-day stuff, and just appreciate what you're doing, what, you know, the work that you are doing in the community, and that, if anything, that revitalizes you and gives you energy, you know, more energy to get right back into it. Some of my calls, I feel like my days as a bartender, you know, where you're just kind of reassuring people, you are not crazy. What you're experiencing is common, it's normal, you're doing great work, but let's talk about some other ways you can do some things and get more engagement. And
Always back to that mission for me.
it is. It absolutely is. And that's key, I think, because when you go back to the mission and you focus on that in the conversations and work that I've done with choruses, suddenly the insurmountable seems something you can do.
That's right.
You know, because all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, it's not as confusing or as difficult as I thought it was. If I focus on what's right, it becomes much easier to do. And some of these other things just probably aren't important, or we don't have to work on them.
That's what I call, let's stop focusing on doing things right and do the right things.
Right. Absolutely.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's so much fun to work with choruses, meet with choruses, and I've learned just as much from them.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's been a joy for me, is, you know, just learning new things from them. And I knew that going in that I would, that I was going to learn a lot from what they're doing. Working with the youth choruses this week at the symposium was just eye-opening for me. I knew the work, I knew what great work they were doing, but it was such a profound experience to listen to them and their challenges and their focus and just the amazing amount of work great work they do too. So that for me,
Lots to be done.
lots to be done.
Thank you.
Thank you.